Hey, and welcome to the Horn of Plenty channel. We're going to be talking about the Space Force official trailer on Netflix. It is set to be released in a couple of hours. I'm personally super excited about it, even though we're going to be talking about the harsh reviews that are on the show already. Obviously, as a lot of people know, that there are pre-screenings for reviewers where they can see all of it and then review it. So people like us who do not have the in know what to expect, and it is less than favorable boys an understatement at this point. I'm still really excited to see it. Steve Carell is one of my favorite actors. I made it my mission to see every single episode of The Office a minimum of 10 times. It is my favorite show out here. And during this time where we have nothing else to do but stay at home and watch Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, HBO Go, HBO Max, and many more, this is something that I'm looking forward to watching later on today. Rico, Grande, give me your take.
Well, hey, I've never heard of this show until you told me about it. So we'll see. You say you love The Office. I like The Office.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very good, but not to the same extent that others do. So we'll see.
Uh,
We'll look at this trailer. We'll see whether I get excited or not.
well, how do you feel about Steve Carell? Period.
I really do like Steve Carell. Going back to when he was on the Daily Show. He's just, good actor, good comedic actor, good serious actor too when he wants to.
Absolutely.
Um, there was a movie he was in that he did a really good job, and I can't remember the name of it, so it's gonna make me sound like, oh, you didn't even watch it.
No, that's cool. Don't worry, but
It was a movie he had. I don't know if you had ever seen it with. I think Dane Cook was in it.
I already don't know of any movie that Dane Cook has ever been in.
Yeah, I just know like it's like a family reunion thing, and the brother is dating someone, and I think the wife had passed, and he ends up
Mm-hmm.
kind of falling in love with the brother's girlfriend, and but it was a kind of a serious movie, and he did really good in it. So
Gotcha. All right, so listen, Steve Carell says he is one of my favorite actors of all time. I think he's going to single-handedly save this for me. I probably won't. I'm not. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not as excited as I was going into this now because I was under the assumption that Steve Carell can do no wrong and anything with Steve Carell is gold, right? But everything that glitter isn't always gold. There are a lot of high profile actors and actresses in the show as well. So we're gonna go and play the official trailer and we'll be reacting and then we'll go into some of the stuff that the reviewers are saying. You ready, Rico Grande?
I'm ready.
All right.
When I was a child, our country put a man on the moon. We're going back. Shit.
Right off the bat, hilarious.
How many times do I need to apologize?
The president is creating a new branch in the United States military, Space Force,
She's a great actress.
which Mark will run.
I don't.
It has always been my dream to start something from the ground up.
But space is hard.
May I suggest that become the new Space Force motto?
How are you handling this?
That's what she said, but we're waiting to happen.
And you're not the most flexible
Yeah.
person.
Are you running? Keep up. My main concern is our head scientist. This is the moon. Flat, desolate.
The surface is actually a complex topography.
Okay, thank you, Bill, the
He's
science
a good
guy.
actor too.
This
Yeah,
is Space
there's a lot
Force
of big
head media
names.
manager.
Yep.
We're
Which
looking
is
for American
so.
heroes.
Let's pause this already. Like you can tell that this budget was fairly large to get all of these high-profile actors and actresses. The quality obviously is there. CGI is obviously there. Man, it always sucks when people spend this much money on something and it doesn't deliver, right?
Yeah, I mean, I see John Malkovich, Jane Lynch, Steve Carell, obviously, Lisa Kudrow. And in the very beginning scene, I always forget his name. It's like Diedrich, or he used to be in the John Kerry show.
Mm-hmm.
Was one of his friends, and then he was also in Napoleon Dynamite as the karate instructor. I don't know if you ever saw the movie.
I did.
But yeah, a lot of
big names.
Bigger names in here. Yeah,
right.
Definitely went all out on the cast.
So 2 more minutes left on this trailer. Let's keep it going.
Maybe more clear. We're looking for people who look like heroes. No uggos.
If we don't get this right, it'll be the most cataclysmic failure in the short history of Space Force.
Come on, Dad. You can do it.
Let's get it on!
Imagine
Boy,
colonizing the galaxy. Get off your phones.
You can never know what it's like.
Jimmy O Yang.
Look who it is!
We're going to eat your guts. So the game of mental chess has begun.
It's hungry hippos at best.
We are training for the worst case scenario.
It's a lot of weight, and it's hot.
Who would like to give me a good reason why we should launch today?
I say launch.
Great, and you are Dr.
Call me Eddie. Ain't a doctor. I go to a bunch of them now.
Okay.
This mission will be our greatest moment. There will be setbacks. But if you fall on your face, you get back up.
Dad, I am so proud of you.
My God, I have you. We're gonna Apollo 13 the shit out of it.
Space Force spirit.
Let's see what these suits are capable of.
This apparently was the funniest episode out of the season of 10, by the way.
It was the weirdest day.
That is cute. Mission accomplished.
So there's another trailer that I'll find. But after what Jimmy O Yang, what show was he from? The Valley Show.
Silicon Valley.
Yes, love that show. He was really funny on it. He has a stand-up. I don't know how he did on his stand-up, but I mean, star-studded cast. What could that possibly went wrong?
From the trailer, it looks absolutely hilarious to me. Just from the trailer, that looks like my comedy. I like all kinds of comedy, but sometimes you just got to turn your brain off and laugh.
So that was the official trailer. I'm gonna play for us the teaser.
I want to welcome our newest 4-star general.
So actually, I'll skip because we saw a bunch of this.
They lost my dress wipes.
So here we go. So obviously, in this part, Steve Carell is upset at something that's happening, and so we all have coping mechanisms, right? And so this is his coping mechanism.
Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you. Mama, pretty mama. Bodies in the sand. Tropical drinks melting in your hand.
Great song, by the way.
We'll be falling in love.
I've never really liked it, actually.
Hey.
50 years ago, our country put a man on the moon. Well, guess what, kids? We're going back.
It looks super funny.
It does. I mean, hey, good trailer, full-length trailer, good teaser trailer.
Right, and so again, but what can go wrong? Let's pull up. This is one of the most read articles from Vulture Online, and I mean, you read it in its how Space Force is a massive misfire, and so the article starts by just talking about the premise and how it existed. And actually, as I read this, I had a thought, and so my thought is that it wasn't so long ago that President Donald Trump talked about establishing this new branch called the Space Force, right? And so, how much time did the writers actually have to make sure that the show was as funny as can be? I relate this to music. What they say in the music industry always is that the first album is usually an artist's easiest album to execute, and that's because the artist has been fighting for to prove themselves in their album, and all of the work that they have done translates to that first album, right? How much time would you need? Everybody would have a different answer, but I would assume a lot of people would agree that you need a good amount of time to make sure that your show is as funny as can be, and so maybe it felt rushed. I don't know. That's a theory that I have.
It could have been. I mean, if they're just trying to get the premise out really quick before, more info of the actual Space Force was coming out, it could have been hobbled together. But, if they did it quickly, I mean, they were also able to get a lot of big names to sign on very quickly as well, which is, surprising if there wasn't a lot of planning behind it.
Mm-hmm. So then here it says that the first season consists of only 10 half-hour episodes, so this is going to be a very quick binging session for everybody who's going to be watching Space Force. And it says, an oversized amount of story terrain. I mean, so couple what my theory is about the writers maybe rushing this project and then fitting in as much substance as you can within 10 half-an-hour episodes. That's not a lot, and we've seen a lot of examples of shows that try to cram too much content within a short amount of time, and it doesn't pan out. It doesn't work out well.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, hopefully it, does better than the reviews.
I mean, we'll see. I think it's just really consistent. There's really consistent negative reviews on it. I am super excited for it still. I mean, how many times have you seen people review something negatively and then you watch and you're like, this is probably one of my favorite things that I've seen this week, right?
Yeah, often.
Yeah. So that was just our really quick reaction to the two trailers, but more talking about, there were a lot of people really excited about this because of the star-studded cast. And of course, people have been starving for more Steve Carell. And so, listen, we'll see what we get. I hope that there are some redeeming qualities in it. I don't think that Steve Carell by himself is able to prop the show up to greatness. So we will be watching it this weekend, and then we'll have our own review on it. So if you're interested in hearing that review, we encourage you to subscribe. Drop a comment at the next video when we share our review, and then let us know how you enjoyed the show. Rico, Grande, any parting words?
No, hey, I'm excited. It looks interesting to watch. In watching it, it kind of seems like there should be some good chemistry between John Malkovich and Steve Carell. So I'll be looking forward to see how that pans out.
All right, sounds good. All right, hey, stay tuned for our review coming out real soon. Enjoy the show.